Yeah. Hey, what's up, y'all, and welcome to the Teas with the T. I'm Terry.
I'm Taylor, and you know we got to give you this tea. So thank you for tuning in to our first episode, The Teas with the T, the all-new lifestyle podcast featuring myself and Terica. So today's episode is going to be about New Year, same me. But when we talk about a new year, you know, everybody's all on social media like, I'm about to get in the gym. I'm about to cut everybody off. I don't want to be friends with nobody no more. It's a new year. I'm not talking to none of y'all. So, and we realize a lot of that stuff don't happen. You know, you feel like that for the first week. You eating your kale. You going to the gym. You're not talking to people you swear you cutting off. That dude you swear you was cutting off. And then the next week or 2 weeks, you back to the old you. So instead of dwelling on the negative, we want to help you all find ways to enhance your life, enhance your new year, but still be the same you, right?
Right.
So let's get started. The first thing we're going to talk about are 5 ways to bring positive energy.
Hold on. So we first got to introduce ourselves. They don't even know who they talking to.
Oh, you're right. Okay. You go ahead.
Okay, so I'm Terry. You can follow me on all social media at _Terica, TerRRICKA. And I have a web show called What the Fuck America. You can follow that too. I also have
Tell us about that. What's that?
a blog. Well, What the Fuck America is basically like a show letting people be aware and know what's going on in America. It's like politics, but in a kind of funny way, so people can understand, easily to understand. So you don't have to watch the news. You could just watch What the Fuck America.
Okay, so what inspired you to start What the Fuck America?
What inspired me was I was in school for 4 years, criminal justice major, basically learning how fucked up the criminal justice system is for Black people. So I go home and I'm telling people, and they like, dang, all this happened. I'm like, yeah. So I just want to let everybody know in my community, you know, what's going on in America.
Okay. Ooh, this little drink I thought it was just Sprite.
Oh, no, girl. It's Spike.
Okay.
Spike Sprite.
Okay, Sprite 2.0.
Right. So
Okay.
what about you, Taylor?
Okay, well, my name's Taylor Winter. I'm a recent graduate from Eastern Michigan, journalism and media studies major, African American studies minor.
Okay.
I'm a writer, so I write for Galore Magazine, which is an online-based poppy, like, you know, girl power type of magazine. They're based in New York and L.A. I just got hired to be a beauty writer for them. I've been interning for them for about a year and a half. So slavery over now, you know, getting
You
paid.
get paid, young nigga.
So,
Get paid.
right, getting some money now. I also have my own website, TaylorWinterWilson.com. And with that, I just have everything about me. So my bio, what I do, all my latest work, all that type of stuff. So really this year is all about, you know, not being in school anymore and taking my career to the next level.
Okay.
Okay.
So now that you guys know a little bit about us, now we're going to dive right into our topic. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is 5 ways to bring positive energy in the new year.
Okay, so let's get started with number 5. What's number 5, Terry?
Don't dwell on the negative.
Okay, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes, so, you know, if something bad happens to you, you really don't want to dwell on it and sit on it because that's just going to attract more negative energy. If you thinking negative is going to come into your life because that's your thoughts. So it's going to manifest. So you don't want to dwell on the negative. You want to try to stay positive, even if you just got a flat tire, you wasn't expecting it. You know, you cannot just be like, oh, my God, and let that fuck up your day. You can't let that fuck up your whole day. You got to keep moving forward and be like, you know, this really is not going to matter in 5 years, 2 years. I got a flat tire. You know, you just got to be positive about it.
You know, I feel that, but when you in the moment and everything's going bad, you be like, this is the worst shit ever. You don't even want to think about like, oh, let me not dwell on this. You know, let me just count to 5. Because in that moment, life is crappy.
Period.
That's it. But I did realize, you know, dwelling on the negative doesn't change the situation. Still going to be shitty. You still going to have to figure a way out of it. So it's like, what's the point in dwelling on it? It is what it is and move forward.
Literally.
Okay, number 4 is be grateful. So I feel like being grateful is a good way to bring in positive vibes and energy into your life because no matter how bad things may get, no matter how hard things may be, it can always be worse. It's always somebody who's going through worse, whose situation is worse. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
So it's really important to always be grateful for what you have. Like, you might not get that job, you might not get that pay raise, or, you know, it didn't work out with that person. But at the end of the day, still be grateful, because you couldn't have your health, you couldn't have the family that you have. You know, shit could always be worse.
Literally. So my take on be grateful is, you know, be grateful for the little things. Be grateful for air. You know, be grateful for water, because you go to other places and you see water is not something that people have all the time. So, you know, you got to be grateful for the small things, and, yeah, just be grateful.
Yeah.
So number 3 is let go of the past and cut off negative influences.
That's a good one, especially the cutting off negative influences. Because even if you let go of the past, if you still got the wrong type of people around you, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like just growing into a young woman and just going through life experiences, cutting off the right people, sometimes you have to do it, and sometimes they cut themselves off.
Literally.
So how do you feel about that? Have you ever had to cut somebody off negative in your life? Maybe recently, type of situation that happened and your life just been so much better?
Girl, I had to cut my best friend off the phone. So I'm talking to my best friend.
Is it the one that's in front of us?
Girl, she is
Girl,
right here.
Shade. Okay.
Girl, I'm on the phone with her. Girl,
Look at her. She like,
girl,
what?
she just so negative, but I'm having a good day, girl. So I had to be like, all right, girl, I'll call you later when you having a better day. But no, on a more serious note, though, you do have to cut off negative influences, because that energy transfers. Energy is so transferable. So if you're talking to somebody negative and they negative, you might just get off the phone negative, or talking to them might make you have a negative, you know, output or aspect on the day. So you just have to let go of the negative energy, because the negative energy becomes you if you always around it.
Even if it's the dudes in your life, because, girl, guys can be negative energy as well. Like, just for instance, I used to deal with this one guy, and I used to just always be stressed. For what? Like, for what? Literally always stressed, always crying, always upset, always stressed. And I'm just thinking, like, now that that person's not in my life, I'm just like, dang, I could have been like this.
It's not me, it's you. It was you this whole time.
And you over here trying to fight through, like, let me just fight this. And it's like, girl, when you cut off the wrong type of people, and not to say that people are a bad person, not to say that they're not good people, but sometimes they just not the energy you need. They're just not the type of person you need, you know? All right, let's go into number 2. Laugh, smile, and be positive.
Right. I know it may sound easy to do, or it may sound hard to do when you in a bad situation. But when you smile, other people smile. And I always say, like, be the change that you want to see. So sometimes I go around just saying hi to random people, and they start smiling.
You did do that when you was over my house on that time. I'm like, why she
all
speaking
the time,
to people?
girl, because it's just like, sometimes saying hi to people can really make them smile, change
Especially
their
in
whole
Detroit,
mood.
girl.
Especially in Detroit, because everybody in Detroit,
Mad.
I love Detroit, but sometimes y'all do be mad. Like, hold on, I just want to say this. So I seen this little post on Instagram that was like, y'all hoes be meeting friends off social media. Like, but you in my DM trying to meet me.
Right. What's the difference?
Why is you literally, what's the difference? You can meet friends and make friends on social media. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I got a few friends that I've met off of social media. But I was gonna say, when I used to go to school down south, and when I first moved down there, everybody was just so nice and always smiling and always speaking. And, you know, being from Detroit, I'm like, why is they
Right,
why
like,
is you speaking to me?
right.
Like, girl, they'll look at you and, like, you know how you look at somebody and then you smile at each other. And I just was like, at first I used to be like, this is so weird.
Right.
But now I just realize it's the fact that Detroit people just like, what are you looking at? If you look at somebody more than 3 seconds, they want to fight you.
It's so cold in the
Literally.
D.
And I'm like, okay, maybe I just need to soften up, because Detroit, it made me real rough around the edges. But once you start smiling and stuff like that, it really could change somebody's day, just because.
Girl, and laughing and smiling, it just make everything better. Like, when I'm laughing and smiling, girl, having a good time, which is most of the time, you know, it just really make everything better. So we're going to go to the last one, which is love and accept yourself.
I think this is a good one, because it can be hard to to accept yourself. You can love yourself, but not accept yourself. And not just accepting the way you look or the way you dress or the amount of money you have. Really who you are on the inside, because if you was to have all of that stripped away, are you satisfied with the person you are? And I feel like a lot of people aren't. And a lot of people don't even think about stuff like that because we so busy trying to just survive and just make it through. We don't even think about, am I a good person? Am I a positive person? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I satisfied with myself? Do I make myself happy if I didn't have this person in my life? If I ain't had this money? If I ain't had this amazing job? And it was just me? I was broke as hell out in the world and had no friends and it was just me. Am I satisfied with who I am? Do I love myself? You know, and a lot of people don't look at it that way. And loving yourself is a journey. Like,
no, it is a journey.
You know?
It's a long journey.
You can just wake up and love yourself, but then life make you feel like, damn. Like,
right, yeah.
maybe I ain't what I thought I was.
Right.
So I think that's really important to just bring in positive energy into your life because it starts with you.
It does. And I just want to say, like, you really have to love yourself and accept yourself nowadays because nowadays people are living their life at social media standards. And social media standards are made-up standards. You know what I'm saying? People really look at it like, if I don't get enough likes or if I don't get this likes, I got to delete this picture. Like, no, if you love that picture, if you like that picture, if you enjoy that picture and you accept yourself with that picture, you don't care how many likes you get on it. You don't care. So you really have to love yourself and, you know, take some time to love yourself. You know, get your vibrator out. Love yourself in every aspect.
Not the vibrator. That escalated quickly.
No, but seriously.
You don't need that, man, girl. Get that vibrator.
Exactly, because the vibrator can make me come brave fast. Any man, at any day. Like, period. So, love yourself. You know, don't care how many likes you get, because it's not about the likes. It's about if you like the picture. You posted the picture, so clearly you liked how you look. Regardless of if people like the picture or not, you liked how you look. So that's all that matters. You can't live your life to social media standards. And don't compare yourself to people because that's when you really start looking at it, looking at everything different. When you like, oh, she got more likes than me, she look better than me. No, you have to love yourself and not care about other people and what they're doing and how they look.
And even if it's past the likes, when it comes to just if you're trying to build a brand, if you're trying to create a following for yourself, being yourself will take you a lot further because, yeah, you might see somebody else doing something a certain way, and that might get them the money, that might get them the fame, but if what's meant for you going to be for you. So it's no point in having this facade on social media, making it seem like your life is one way.
Perfect.
Or you're just a certain way, and then when people really get to know you or when you get to whatever you were trying to achieve and it's like, what's next? Then the tea gonna really start spilling like you really shady or you really negative or
really
you
fake.
a scammer. Like everything's gonna come out, you know?
Literally.
And that's like really important too because like, you know, we building our brands and we're trying to get ourselves out there and it's all about being organic. So I think that's a good reason why we started this podcast because we wanted to put ourselves out there like this is who we are, this is the experiences we've had and let's share that with somebody. Maybe somebody else can relate. You know?
Period.
So before we move on to the next section, we got to talk about what the hell you did to Kendra, girl.
Girl, so let me tell you. So my auntie called me after she seen the little promo video. And she was like, what you do to Kendra, bitch? Like, what did you do? But no, so when I was in high school, somebody hacked my page. It had to be somebody I was cool with or close to at the time, because how did they just know my password? You know, so they hacked my page or whatever, and they went under Kendra P page and was like, I fucked your nigga.
Oh my
just saying all type of disrespectful, crazy stuff. Girl, so she blocked me.
Period. You gotta go.
Right.
Negative vibes.
Period. I would have blocked me too at that point, but that was not me. Like,
Yeah.
if you gonna hack my page, at least hack it for good
Important
reason.
reason.
Like, you really gonna hack my page and go to Kendra page and
Out
say
of
I
all
fucked your nigga?
people.
Right. Like, what? But yeah.
Dang,
She
girl.
just like me. I mean, whatever.
It is what it is.
Right, it is what it is. Like,
Dang. That's so funny.
It is.
All
like,
right, let's move on. So the next segment is relationship goals. So, you know, it's a new year. Valentine's Day be coming so quick. It'd be like, okay, let's get lit for New
next
Year's.
month.
Girl, they be like, I was just in Walgreens the other day, and it was Valentine's Day stuff up. I'm like, it wasn't even Christmas, though. I'm like, can Christmas get here
Right.
before you remind me of my singleness?
Girl, they advertising it quick. Like, dang. mean?
And everybody like, I want to get me a man this year, and I'm about to get engaged this year, and blase. The Lord just gonna
shout out to
drop
everybody
him out
who
the sky.
getting engaged, because a lot of people are getting engaged.
That's
Vicky
true.
just got engaged. Shout out to Vicky.
Shout out to Vicky. She done had a Cardi B year.
She has.
She got a
Good Cardi
baby
B year.
and a ring real quick. So shout out to her.
Real quick.
So when it comes to relationship goals, what are your relationship goals for 2018?
Mine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my relationship goals is just to chill. Like, whatever happens, happens. I never set standards. Like, when I meet a guy or I'm dating a guy, I never go into it like, this is going to be my husband.
Period.
I
love
go into it low standards or no standards, because therefore I can't get, upset. You can't hurt me if I'm automatically going into it like, I'm just going to see, have a good time. If it's not a good time, you're out the door.
Right.
So that's my goal, just to chill, have a good time. If I'm dating a guy and it's a good time, it's a good time. And if it's not, he's gone.
Right. Next.
Right, next.
See, girl, I didn't used to be like that. I used to be like, this is my man, and I love him. That's period. And, the older I got, the more I started dating. Really, these past 2 years, girl, really opened my eyes. So now my vibe is I'm just chilling. So I'm chilling like you. But at the same time, I don't think I even want a relationship, because you can get a relationship and still get cheated on.
Period.
Still get lied to.
Period.
Somebody can still have a baby on
Period.
you. It's just so much. And it's like a lot of these relationships out here, that's what be going on. And it be like girls coming to me as a woman, and I'm just like, sis, I want more for you at this point. Forget the dude. I'm coming to you as a woman because you deserve better. You going through, if you got to go through a dude's phone, if you grabbing his finger so slightly in the middle of the night and pressing it on that home button, and you trying to, go through
it ain't
and
worth
see anything,
it.
girl, if you got to make a fake page and see if he going to cheat, you know what I'm saying? If you got to do all of that, girl, if you and your girls got to go to the club and y'all wearing all black and sunglasses and you was sitting in the back of the club seeing what he doing.
Doing too much. Like,
let go of that guy. Because
let go of that guy. It'll never be that deep that you have to do all that investigating. And I actually had a friend who told me, like, if she's texting a guy, they're together. I'm like, what? If you're texting y'all together, like, he needs to be faithful to you and y'all texting? No, you cannot be like that, because your feelings going to stay getting hurt.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Period. If you go into it like, if we texting, we together, like, no. Ladies and men, if you text a girl or you text a guy, y'all are not in a relationship off of texting. Like, texting
really, that's the bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
And a lot of people be like, I ain't even never text you before.
I straight up deny it. If I'm
never seen them.
Can't relate. Don't know who that is.
And that's really crazy, because I feel like I used to be like that when I was in high school. Like, this is my man, just because we was texting. But that was in high school.
Right.
That was a good 6 years ago.
Right. You out of college now.
Yeah.
You can't go in it like that. You can't go in it like
off of
that.
texting. Girl. All right. So relationship goals. So one thing you should do is always be cautious of first impressions. So let's say you're going on a date with a guy for the first time. Make sure you looking the part. Don't have your track showing.
Please.
Don't have that lash falling off.
Please.
Make sure you at least get a little clear polish manicure. Don't have no dirty nails. Just look the part. Dress nice. Don't play yourself, because first impressions are everything. Just think about it from a guy's perspective. A guy's going on a date with a girl. If she looking a mess, he already know in his head, this how I'm about to play it. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
And same for girls. If we go on a date with a guy, we looking at his shoes, they dirty, they raggedy, I'm never talking to you again. Your teeth are messed up, don't even speak to me. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I don't play with teeth.
I don't play with teeth either. Check out mine. I got really good teeth, but
girl,
I always say I'm not gonna tell you what I want, because that's neither here nor there. But I don't really like teeth. You have to really pay money to get your teeth did. And you heard Cardi B said, like, you know what I'm saying? So you can't just be like, you ain't got your teeth.
I'm sorry,
fixed.
girl.
That's
the bare minimum.
The teeth?
Absolutely.
Girl, if he got a little teeth over the teeth, you ain't gonna mess with him?
No, I'm talking about if your teeth is dirty, if your breath stank.
No,
if it's stained, yeah, I'm good.
You know
At
what?
this point, we're grown, Terica. You got health insurance.
You right. But let me tell you, I talked to a guy who breath stank.
Oh my God.
I did in the past. But I feel like he might have had like halitosis or something deeper. It might have been something deeper. Like,
why he just couldn't be trifling?
Because like he was clean when I seen him in his house was clean.
At this point,
I can't just not talk to you because your teeth messed up.
I cannot relate.
I'm gonna say this. At a point in time, my teeth was messed up, so I can't be like.
At a point in time, when was this?
It was in middle school.
Exactly. We're talking about grown men.
But people, mamas don't have. My mama had insurance. People, mama don't have insurance.
We're not talking about people, mamas, because we talking to grown men.
You right.
So what is sis?
I'm sorry, his breath did stink. I mean, but I
when was you talking to him? How old were you? You was in high school, or was you grown? You was 21 plus. That's a few years ago, girl. So we can
plead the fifth. I want to say.
Girl, he was trifling. I'm glad you don't talk to him no more. Because if you over 21 and you got some stinky breath and you got some messed up teeth, I cannot.
Right.
That's the first. Even when you come across any money, that's the first thing you should do: invest in your teeth.
Right. You know, and that's why I'm happy my teeth is good. Like, you feel me? I got everybody like, you got some nice teeth. Like, you know, I paid a lot for these teeth at the end of the day. You know, my mom, she did have insurance. But can y'all believe my mama made me pay half? Because the insurance paid half and I had to pay half. In high school, I had to pay $2,400.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Girl. You know, you got to get it how you live at this point, girl. I had to make a couple.
She said you on your own. This your teeth.
Girl.
This ain't our teeth. This your teeth.
But I'm here. You know, I had to. So the next topic we're going to talk about relationship goals is don't tell your friends everything.
That's the best one.
You can't.
That's the best one.
So let me tell you. So I had a guy, my ex-boyfriend. I don't even know if I should say this because he might listen, but my ex-boyfriend or whatever, he cheated on me regardless if he said he didn't when we was together or after.
I said what I
or
said.
Or before. You know, I said he cheated on me, you feel me? And I didn't tell everybody because at the end of the day, he is a good dude. And I don't want everybody to look at him like, you feel me? And discuss like he not a good dude or this, that, and the other, because I loved him and I didn't want everybody to know he cheated on me, and I didn't want people to look at him differently because people really rocked with him, you know. So you really can't tell everybody like
he's a really nice guy.
Cause then they gonna be like, nah, remember he cheated on you? Remember he cheated on you? But I always remember that's why we broke up, cause I never could get past it.
Girl, I remember. You know, my friend, she dated this dude. And, girl, like, I don't know. You remember when you was younger and you used to tell your best friends everything about any boy ever? So, you know, as you get older, you do that less and less. So I think we were in a transition phase from doing that to not doing that. Because this is, like, her first serious boyfriend, you know, in college. And, like, us doing what we do, telling each other everything, girl. So when he cheated on her, I'm like, great, we're done. You know, cut off, never talking to him again. Girl, I seen her car up in his apartment. She didn't even go to Eastern.
Hold on, what?
She didn't even go to Eastern, sis. So I'm just, you know, minding
at his house?
At his house. We lived in
Hold on, this your best friend?
Me and my best friend's ex lived in the same apartment complex. So, girl, I'm like, oh, thought we was done, sis. So, you know, I'm all texting her like, girl, what is you doing? Being judgy. Girl, what is you doing? I can't believe you. Blase, blase. Girl, me and her relationship actually, like, changed from that.
Yeah.
Because, of course, we're growing. We're becoming young women. And, like, the way we handled it, because it was, like, this is the first serious type of thing. Yeah. We both came to the conclusion, like, okay, we done telling each other everything. Yeah. And it's so crazy because, you know, I was so judgy. Like, oh, girl, I can't believe we went back to him. Girl, a year later, the same thing happened to me. So that's another thing, girl. Karma is something. So don't be over here judging your friends, talking about, girl, I can't believe you took him back, because at the end of the day, it's going to be somebody that come for you, and you're going to be just as oblivious, just as in love, just as sprung, and you're going to be just as stupid.
And that's really how it be.
For real. Girl, we done all been through it.
So don't tell your friends everything, especially if it's bad, because if you really like this guy and you want this guy and you want them to like the guy, you can't tell them the bad stuff, because they not going to forget it, period. They're not going to forget it. They're going to remember it like, yeah, he cheated on you. He did this. Period. He did that. He did that.
He ain't shit.
Exactly. And if you want them to like the guy, you don't want to tell them all the negative things, maybe one or two. But
really,
especially
girl,
if he just
if you're gonna take him back, I say don't tell him anything negative. Just suffer in silence, sis, and because you're gonna take him back anyway.
What the Braxton say?
If you ain't man cheating,
let him cheat in peace. Let him cheat in peace. If you're not gonna leave him, let him cheat in peace.
Don't be hooping and hollering and crying and then go back.
Period.
You wasting time,
girl. Because I had a couple friends I didn't told like you know your man he don't know name.
You said what, girl?
Right, girl, and they still with him. So I'm like, I did my part. I did what I was supposed to do. I'll let you know, and it's your decision. But don't tell me don't come to me when he cheating on you all the time, girl. Because I told you. Yeah, and that could really be a tough thing to deal with. Like, your friend dude always treating him bad. And it's like, okay, how many times you want me to tell you that he doing bad, you deserve better? Because y'all do deserve better. When your man cheating, he constantly cheating, you deserve better. A woman don't deserve to be constantly cheated on and constantly cheated on, period, point blank.
And the thing with that, too, we already know what it is. We know we deserve better when we vent into our friends. Mm-hmm. We know that we should leave this person alone. We just want that reassurance of you're better than this.
Right.
That's really what it is, because at the end of the day that you should not still be talking to him. Mm-hmm. He should not still be in your life. You should not still be dating him. But going to your homegirls and letting them know, like, girl, you did this. You got these accolades, all of this stuff like that. You can do so much better. It makes you feel better.
Right.
Even though you're going to go right back.
And I also want to say, ladies, don't stop messing with your friend because she is in a toxic relationship or in a toxic thing. You gotta be there for them. Because I was dealing with a girl. I had a female friend, which we not really friends now, who's in an abusive relationship, and now I had her back. Like, I'm like, I know you gonna still be there, because that abusive stuff, they be really supporting them financially or supporting them in whatever kind of way. But you don't want to leave your friends to only be with the guy who's treating them wrong. You got to still be there for them, because if they only have him, they going to stay in a relationship if they only have that dude. So you cannot leave your friends high and dry when they in a toxic relationship.
And
you
got
to
keep
talking
that.
to them.
I had to remember that because my friend... Girl, see, that's the thing. Once you tell your friend something, I'm going to hate him. Because I love you, you know what I'm saying?
Period.
And I want the best for you. So my friend told me, how he trifling. And I hate him. And she went back to him. And I knew it was going to happen, because when we was talking about it, she like, and if I take him back, and I'm just like, I kept it to myself, and I'm like, what?
Girl.
So that's when I knew then. I'm like, okay, I'm going to save my breath, because you already know what you about to do. Mm-hmm. And then a part of me wanted to I was just like so irritated by it. I'm like, ugh, I just can't. I just don't want to talk. I'm so mad.
Right.
But then I had to remember, when I was going through it with my dumb situation, she held me down.
Right.
And like you said, you do need your friends when you're going through that stuff, because even if your friend go back to him, they still need that emotional support. They still need somebody to listen to them. They still need to know that you're still there for them. Mm-hmm. And that's what a real friend is. No matter how mad at them you are, no matter how much you disagree with their choices, exactly, you're still supposed to be there for them. Mm-hmm. And if you're not a real friend.
Right, girl. And my friend, she got slept. Like, slept meaning he didn't knock her ass out and she was asleep for a minute.
Jesus.
Man. And I'm like, at the end of the day, she went back to him. I don't think they talk now, but she got slept. Like, he didn't knock her ass out cold.
That's so sad.
It is. But I'm still like, at the end of the day, bitch, if you die, like, I don't want you to die. So I'm going to be there for you. Let me know where you at. Send me your location. Period, because I don't want none of my friends to be in no situation where they feel like they can't get out of. Mm-hmm. They don't have no support. They only got the negative energy guy that they dealing with.
Yep. So everybody else can cut them off.
Right, and that is, like, people will cut you off if they keep telling you.
Because sometimes people be like, girl, I love you, but this is too much for me.
Period. And
you know what I'm saying? And it do
be a lot. But if you're a good friend, if you're a real friend, if you know the situation, you got to be there. You got to be there for them. You cannot just be like, ooh, I can't keep dealing with this. This is the same thing. I keep telling you. Right. I keep telling you to leave and you ain't leaving.
Right.
But y'all got to be there for y'all friends who in a toxic relationship. Because eventually they will get out. I'm going to say one of my girlfriends recently got out of a toxic relationship. Shout out to her. She probably know who I'm talking about. But she not dealing with him no more, girl. And I'm just like, yes, sis. Let him go. Let go and let God.
That's the best feeling, too, is getting over a toxic situation. Because I was in a toxic situation for like a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And, girl, it took me a lot to get out of it. But now I just be like, I don't take no mess from no dude.
Mm-mm.
I'm able to spot out the trifling ones in the beginning. So when I'm, like, going on a date with a guy or if I'm texting a guy, I know if you on bullshit or not in the beginning. So I'm going to just end this here. It's not nothing for me to cut you off. I don't feel bad about it anymore.
Ain't nothing to
And it's
cut
just
that
the
bitch
best
off.
feeling.
Girl.
But I had to go through that toxic situation. I had to go through all that hurt. Had to go through all those lessons, losing friends, gaining friends from that situation. Because the same people that was with me in the beginning of that relationship wasn't with me at the end. I'm talking about friends. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you need that to make you a better person. But some people let themselves become victim to that and they don't get out of it. So if you do, it's a blessing.
And I want to say, you got to catch some signs early. So I'm talking to a guy. I'm dating a guy. Like, we cool. Everything cool. He buying me this. We going out. Everything seemed cool. And one day, he over at my house, and he punches me in the arm.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, no. After that day, I knew. I'm like, I got to catch that sign. I can't even, you know what I'm saying? Because you might punch me for real, and it's hurted. Like, that little.
It was stinging.
It was. I'm like, damn, did you really just punch me in the arm? Granted, it wasn't in the face or nothing, but he really punched me in the arm, like, hard as hell.
That'd be the start of it, too.
And that's how it starts.
I remember one time. Are you done?
Yeah.
Girl, I ain't gonna cut you off. I remember one time my grandma told me that she was dating this guy, and he slapped her. And she said, you know, she just was like, okay, I'm going to handle this. She said she didn't fight back. She didn't start doing the most. She said she just walked away and never talked to him again. And I felt like it take a lot of power with that, because if you the type to get into an altercation with a guy or get physical with a guy and you fighting back, he's a man, period. That's that.
You
and
might lose. You will lose.
Then you be like, okay, I'll get my brother and stuff. Somebody might get shot, period. So that's, you know, like, it's, it's just too much.
My cousins, they be on tick. Like, my cousins, dog, my cousins were really, you know,
girl, people have family like that will literally, they not fighting, they shooting.
They ain't got shit to lose. My cousins ain't got shit to lose. So try me if y'all want to.
Girl, and you'll get shot.
You will get shot. So guys really do. I just want to say this. Guys, fellas, if you're listening, it is not okay to put your hands on a woman. It is not okay to choke bitches out. You know, restrain them. You know, a lot of times, sometimes girls, they get out of control. They forget that they women.
Because girls can be abusive too.
No, they can't. And I'm going to say this. Sometimes I'm abusive. And I'm working on it. And I'm working on it. Because sometimes I just be like, people say something. I'm like, you know, just give them a little popsy. Why are you saying that dumbass shit? But don't punch me after I didn't pop you. You know what I'm saying? Because that little pop didn't hurt. Yeah, that little pop didn't hurt. But like I said, I'm working on it. So I'm working on not putting my hands on people when they say dumbass shit. But like I said, men, it is not okay to choke a bitch out and strangle her. Don't try to strangle bitches, and don't say you will strangle a bitch.
You say that word one more time, girl.
You know, unless we doing that. You ain't nothing wrong, little chokey choke.
Girl, you know, you got to be, even with them chokes, though, you got to be a little.
For real.
Because I'm turned off. Right. And now I'm mad. Get off of me.
One time I'm doing it, the guy choked me. I'm like, hold on.
And he thinking it's a part of, no. I'm really dying. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one is don't do too much lurking. I think this is a good one if you're looking for like a new relationship in the new year with somebody, because I'm not going to lie. I'm the type of person, before I go out with you, I'm going to check everything. I need to know who your ex is. I need to know who you was just with. Girl, I need to know.
Wow.
Especially in Detroit, because everybody knows everybody. I don't want to be on a date with one of my friends' old dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Like, because it's dudes that you tell your friends about, and it's dudes you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to be kicking it with you or end up doing something with you, and me and my friend got somebody in common. That's just disgusting. I don't do the most where I'm like, I need to know who your mom and daddy cousin is.
Right.
But I'm the type that's like, okay, who's the last person you was seriously kicking it with?
Right.
What you do for a living? What you tweet about? Because, girl,
that's it. Be
them
them
tweets will tell you a real.
Them tweets will tell you everything, girl. All you need to know is in them tweets,
girl.
But I'm gonna say this: so you really cannot just over lurk.
You can't.
You can't overlook because then you're gonna
turn yourself off from the situation before you even start.
You are, and you're gonna always think about that, like, oh, you saying this, but this is fresh. This is y'all first date. Y'all ain't even been on a date, or this y'all first date or whatever. So you can't go too deep. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And people really do. You know, my best friend, I don't know why criminal just not her major, because she will figure it out. Whatever it is.
You talking about Tori?
Yes. Period. She get down to the bottom of it. Like, you know, shout out to Tori. She here. Shout out to her. Best friend, BFF. No, but she is definitely a CSI person. Girl, it was this one time, this bitch called me.
What'd she say?
She talking about some, girl, follow my page. Girl, go on my page. She gave me her little login or Snapchat or whatever. Girl, she talking about some, go watch his snap. Girl, listen to the voice. Girl, I'm on the snap like,
listening to it.
Girl, I'm like, oh, bitch, it is a little voice in the background, bitch.
It was?
Girl, it was.
That's
We
hilarious.
still don't know who the voice was, but it's like, at that point, it's just like, this is fresh. You know what I'm saying? So he could still do whatever he want to do because this is fresh.
Exactly.
You know, it's
But
still fairly
you
new.
still feel some type of way because you still kind of feeling him.
Right, you are feeling him. And then that's how it be, though. Y'all got to, listen how I look at it.
Give it time.
Give it time. I give it 6 months. If we cool,
that's a long time.
3 to 6 months.
Max.
3 to 6 months. If we cool in 3 to 6 months, everything going good in 3 to 6 months, then you feel me? And especially if y'all ain't talk about it. If y'all ain't talk about like
what it is and what it ain't.
What it is and what it ain't, then
y'all just casually dating.
Right. You can't be too invested. You can't be like, oh, you my man. You don't supposed to be doing this. Especially if y'all ain't talk about it. Because how you supposed to know? How you supposed to know what you supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do?
And how you know that's what he want?
Right. And how you know that's what he want, especially if y'all ain't talk about it. So y'all got to have those conversations.
That's why in the beginning, these days, I'm like, what you want from me? Let me know now.
Girl, what's your intentions? What's your motive?
Literally, what do you want from me?
If you want to have a good time, cool. Let's have a good time. If you want to date, okay, cool. Let's date. If you looking for something serious, I think about it because right now
that ain't the vibe.
That ain't the vibe. I'm having a good time. I'm 23 years old. You know, I'll be 24. Shout out to the Capricorns. My birthday is 17th. I will be accepting all gifts. If you want to come to my
what you want
little
for your
party
birthday,
stuff, let me know. Money.
Period.
Let me know what y'all want from me. Let me know what you want from me, and I'll let you know what I want from you. Because if you don't let me know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not looking for no relationship right now. I'm 23 years old. I have stuff that I want to do before I settle down, and yeah, I'm not looking for no serious relationship right now.
It's nothing even wrong with a serious relationship.
No, it's definitely not.
It's just, do I want it with you?
Exactly.
That's what it come down to. Because if I was to meet a guy tomorrow and he was the shit, and when I say the shit, I'm not talking about how he looked. I'm talking about what you got going for yourself, your goals, what you doing, who you surround yourself with, your overall vibes. If you the shit, I'm dropping any and every dude on the sideline.
It's a daddy.
Because you, at this point, what else is there out there? But a lot of these dudes, they're not of quality. They real low quality.
Very low quality.
They really don't have much to them.
They don't.
A lot of them just want to have sex. They want to just get you pregnant. And, you know, I'm not trying to be no shade to the baby mamas in the world, but I'm not trying to be a baby mama. I'm not trying to be one of them girls that's stuck in Detroit for the rest of her life because she got some little ugly, she got pregnant by some little ugly boy. No. I got things to do, places to see. I got money to make. I have a lot of shit to do.
Period.
And if you trying to do that shit with me, cool. But if you trying to stay in the city and be a little hood rat, and you want me to stay in the city and be a little hood rat with you, I cannot relate.
Can't relate.
And that's why it's important to say, what do you want? What are you doing? Because I was talking to this one dude. We was dating seriously. And I'm just talking to him one day like, okay, so what's your plans? What you want to do with your life? Girl, you talking about he want to stay in Detroit forever. I cannot relate. Got a blast.
Can we hold on? Are y'all? Did he say he like to travel? Because I don't mind being in Detroit if I get to travel a lot a year. You know, because I love to travel.
He an East Side dude, so he like Miami travel.
Ain't nothing wrong
He
with
might do a
Miami.
little.
I love Miami.
He might dabble a little Jamaica and a little, Puerto Rico every now and then. Not maybe Puerto Rico no more.
I just want to say, for the record, Puerto Rico is still without power. A lot of the places in Puerto Rico are still without power, which is a shame and it's ridiculous. And I can't believe it's unbelievable.
It's really disgusting too.
Trifling.
And Puerto Rico used to be the hot spot.
It was. Girl, I had a guy last week tell me, let's go to Puerto Rico. I said, hold on.
You don't watch the news. You don't watch my show, period.
Period. Because Puerto Rico ain't got no power everywhere. Where we going? Where we
going?
Where we going to Puerto Rico? Tell me now.
If we ain't going to help them people, I don't want to go.
Hello. Like, is we bringing power with us when we go? Is we bringing DTE there when we go?
What is we doing? Because Trump ain't doing it.
If not, I'm not trying to go to Puerto Rico.
But yeah, girl, so he was like, yeah, I want to stay in Detroit. Like, he want to, like, I can't spill too much tea. I don't think he gonna listen to this, though, because he ain't intellectual. He don't listen to podcasts. He ain't getting his life like that. But,
Terrible.
He was just like, I love Detroit. And I love Detroit, too, but he like, I don't want to leave. And, when I get money and when I'm really popping in a few years, I'm going to have a house in the city. Mm-hmm. Maybe in the suburbs, maybe downtown. Girl, I can't be in the hood no more.
Don't be a sellout. I love the hood.
I said what I said. I live in the hood now, and I can't wait to get out.
I'm gonna say this, girl. When I get money, I'm gonna get money. I'm gonna have money, a whole lot of money one day. I'm gonna build a motherfucking mansion, honey, on Grasher.
Is it mansions in Grasher?
Is it who?
Mansions?
Keyword. I said I'm gonna build one on Grasher.
Where at?
Shoot, right across the street from the Wendy's because I love Wendy's.
So get out.
Wendy's right across the street from who is that? What's his name?
You know where we could live though? We could live Sherwood Forest got some nice little houses.
Who?
You from the east. Say less.
Oh, is it a west side stuff?
Absolutely.
East side the best side, so it don't even matter.
And east side looks like it's 100 like city. Like it doesn't exist. It do not exist. Even though it is some nice houses on the east side.
Don't do the east side.
I said what I said.
I'm
when
from
I
the Brewster. I'm clutching shout out to the Brewster Project.
Girl, my grandma's from there.
Okay, so why you repping the west side so hard?
Because that's where I was raised and I've lived my whole life. When I go on the east side to see my little hood dude, I'm clutching my pearls.
Hood dude.
Girl, I'm clutching my pearls like, oh Lord. let me get in from the car to the house immediately.
Girl, ain't nothing wrong with the east side. Like, shout out to the east side. One of my friends, girl, my line sister, go talk about some. Girl, we gotta go see this venue. It's on the east side. Can you come with me? Because I'm scared to go myself.
Period.
I said, girl, first of all, you ain't got nothing to worry about on the east side. It's that west side that you need to worry about.
Are you serious? What about the west side you got to worry about?
Girl, I don't even go to the west side, so I don't even know what y'all doing over there. And when I did go over, I mean, it is cool. I'm going to say this. People always talking about how Detroit is bad. Detroit ain't this. Detroit ain't that. I'm going to say this. Knock on wood. Boom, boom, boom. I have never got shot at.
Period.
I have never got killed because I'm here today. I did see somebody get hurt in Detroit a couple times, but ain't Detroit not that bad. If you minding your business, staying out the way, you ain't gonna get killed in Detroit. Now, if you a drug dealer, you can't expect for nothing not to happen to you.
Or you dating a drug dealer.
Right, or you dating a drug dealer, you feel me? If you dating somebody who...
about the trap life.
Period.
Then you got a little something to worry about. But you still low-key good because I'm sure he got shooters. But you still need to at least have your eye out.
Period. But if you
doing what you gotta do for the most part, and that's why I never got with people who not from Detroit. They be like, "Oh, girl, I heard Detroit this, and I heard Detroit that." Because I'm like, dang, I ain't never not felt safe in Detroit.
I feel the safest in Detroit. Period. I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna tell you where I live, but I don't live in Detroit. But when I go to Detroit, I feel safer than where I live because I get so many complaints. Marijuana complaints at my apartment. Like, first of all,
who don't smoke weed?
Exactly. That's the real question. When you can find somebody, point me out to somebody who don't smoke weed. You feel me? That's the real thing. But they will want to get marijuana complaints, loud complaints. Like, first of all, I pay over $1,000 a fucking month to live here.
And I can't blast my music. I can't have a few people over.
Period.
I can't have a little game night.
Right.
I can't live my best life.
I can't live my best life, and I'm paying over $1,000 a month to live here. Like, no, y'all need to change y'all rules and get the fuck off my neck.
Is it old people that live there?
I'm gonna tell you this. It's a mixed crowd. Like, people who live there, we got an older lady across the street. She's black. A lot of black people who live there. But the people who live above us, girl, they got kicked out for smoking weed.
Really?
But so we don't really do none of that. illegal activity. Don't be doing none of that illegal activity there.
That's crazy. All right, girl, we done got a little off topic. So before the show ends, let's get into our final little, ways to make your new year a better new year while still being the same you. Mm-hmm. So that is saving money. So let's talk about a few ways to save money and get your coin together in this new year. So first one is pay your bills on time.
Pay them on time. And that's all it is. Pay them on time. If you
pay them early if you can.
Pay them early if you can, period, because once you pay your bills, whatever money you have left,
it's really for you.
It's for you.
Even if you want to look at your bank account for a day or two, like, okay, this is nice, and then get back to reality and pay them bills, you can do that too, because I do that every now and then. Because, once them bills gone, sis, I'm like, I can't go out. Don't ask me to do anything, period. Especially the first of the month. I'm not even trying to be nobody's friend.
I pay my bills early, and this is what I do. So I pay my rent in, two of my checks. So I pay half of my rent on the first.
That's so smart. I should start doing that.
So I won't have to pay a whole chunk. You're right. Yeah. So I won't have to pay a whole chunk at a time. I do half and half.
It make you feel better.
And it do. And girl, I have hundreds left over after I pay my bills. Mm-hmm. Always. So I pay my bills first so I can have money to do what I want to do.
That's nice. I can't relate. When I did, when I used to live up at school though, and I was in that almost $1,000 apartment playing myself, mm-hmm. I did do that because it made it easier. But now, I'm in the hood, so my rent pretty cheap, so I ain't got them worries. But I'm thinking about when I get this new job, because I'm gonna speak it into existence.
Right.
When I get this new job, I'm getting them into a better situation. And I'm probably gonna have to do that, girl, because everywhere in the world rent is $1,000+. And I have a little studio right now, and I love the studio vibe. It's real cute. It's real small.
I never lived in a studio, but I would like to live in a studio.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I really think I want to live downtown, so if I can get a nice little cute studio that's reasonably priced downtown, I wouldn't mind that. Or I would be in Southwood or something.
You really got to get that check to live downtown, because they starting off at downtown Detroit.
My friend said she knew some studios downtown. It was $7-something.
Oh, that's good.
Because they building a lot of stuff, so it's the higher end ones, and then it's,
Okay, $7-something. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not.
And then especially if you split it half, I'm going to pay with this check, I'm going to pay half. That check, I'm going to pay half. And then, you know what I'm saying? As long as you budget, which leads to our next one. You have to budget. You cannot... Don't buy shit that you can't afford. So my auntie was at the She's Happy's hair the other day, and it's these girls, they trying to figure out who gonna buy this hair. Ladies, if you don't have the money to pay for it, do not go broke trying to fit in or trying to buy some weave that you can't afford. Cause me, I'm a cheapskate. I don't care. I don't mind buying cheap weave because I'm not going to wear the weave for a long time anyways. You know what I'm saying? So don't buy stuff you cannot afford. If you buying it and you going broke to pay for it, you don't need it. Period. Point blank. You don't need it if you can't afford it. So try to live within your means. If you can't get them new J's, fellas, don't get them new J's, because who you trying to impress? Because honestly, me, I don't care if you got the J's or not. I'm not checking if you got the new J's, because I'm not a sneakerhead, so I don't care if you got them or not. And even if I was a sneakerhead, if you can't afford them, don't get them. So, yeah.
I feel like it's a few things I have to invest in. Weave being the top one. Mm-hmm. But I really didn't wear weave for 6 to 8 months.
Taylor told me one time, she said she spent $500 on weave. I said, please, I would never spend $500 on weave. Ever in life.
That's so funny how you just put my business out. That in your own business. Wow.
Taylor, you did tell me that. Taylor said she spent $500 on weave.
This the thing. When I was younger, I used to wear I've always worn weave really since all through college. And I used to spend $500 on my hair, and I never reused it because I didn't know that you was supposed to. So I was really spending about $1,500 a year on weave.
Crazy.
But crazy. Now that I'm starting my own hair business,
Plug
the
G label, shop the G label.
Right. Okay. Now I'm really investing in it, and I'm got really high quality hair. So I reuse my hair now.
Good.
And yeah, so I really feel like it's all about educating yourself. And if you like stuff, like I love makeup, I'm going to always buy makeup.
Me too.
But like now what I'm doing, instead of just buying stuff immediately, I wait for it to get released. I check reviews. I see if it's worth it. I test it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more like, I take more time with what I put my money into now. So I'll still spend a check on some weave.
Right.
But it's going to last me. You know? Like.
And with me, I'm cheap. I'm going to tell you the truth. I go to Kelly's Beauty Supply, get me 2 plaques of Lil Remy, and I'm going to say this. How many people ask me what kind of hair I got? How many people tell me?
And that's really the
I
tea.
want that curl. I want that curl. First, wine curls is straight Beauty Supply pack hair. And people always compliment my hair. And I'm personally, I cannot afford no $500 spent on weave. That's just me. And I'm not
I really
doing
can't
it.
afford it either no more. That's I said back in the
Like
day. That's
I
when I had the
said.
refund checks from school.
Don't buy shit you can't afford. That's how you save money. If you cannot afford $500 off of hair, don't spend $500 on hair.
For real, girl, because you gonna
Love
be broke.
yourself. Like we said earlier, love yourself, appreciate yourself. Because I sure will. I will throw a ponytail in, get to doing some curls, doing that.
All right, so the next one is build an emergency fund. My best friend was
Can't relate.
I can't relate either. Once I get a better job, I will be able to relate. But, you know, emergency funds are important because when shit go wrong, if you don't have money saved up, then you're out of luck. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just put in a little bit, saving it for a rainy day because your car going to do something. Always.
You know, like Cardi B said, have you a sugar daddy. Have you somebody who going to be there, who you can count on.
Or a sugar mama.
All right, or a sugar mama for the fellas. Have somebody you gonna be there. Because sometimes, like, people really, I'm gonna say this, people really don't have mothers and fathers. Like, mothers and fathers really don't be there in everybody's life. You can't really depend on mothers and fathers. A lot of people don't have mothers and fathers that they can go to and be like this. And I'm not saying go find a sugar daddy, go find a sugar mama. Build a fund for yourself. Save for yourself. Don't be buying that weave. So when your car break down, you won't have to look at nobody. You can have that fund that you got for yourself, that you made for yourself. So build that fund. Make sure you got, you know, a couple $100 in that fund. So when your car broke, you can go in that fund. You don't have to depend on nobody. You don't have to go to nobody.
And then the last one will be to save some of your taxes. If you don't want to save the whole amount, because, you know, a lot of people wait on them taxes and they do what they got to do. If you can just take $1,500, just something to start you off with your little emergency fund, that would be a good way to start the year off too. Because, you know, taxes is like kind of, you know.
Tax season is approaching.
It's approaching. So that's just something to think about. So we're going to wrap this episode up.
Yeah.
So we just want to thank you all for tuning in to the first episode of the Teas with the T.
Let us know what y'all think. Let us know what topics y'all want to hear. If we did a good job on our first episode, let us know what y'all think.
Tell us who you would want us to interview or what topics you would want us to do. You want to talk about next episode? Who's going to be on the next episode?
Yeah, next episode, we got a super, super, super cool guy, LaDon, on Instagram, LE_DON.
What's a few underscores in between there, I think, but he used to go by YPV.
YPVL
Chai. He's an entrepreneur, businessman.
It might be Kai though.
Either way, if you from Detroit, you probably know who he is.
Period. YPVL, you know who he is. Period.
So next episode, that's who we'll be interviewing. So if you have any questions for him, any questions for us, make sure to comment on our Instagram. Let us know. And thank you so much for tuning in to the Teas with the T. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Terry.
And you know we got to give you this tea. Yay.
First show.
Oh, thank you. Did you enjoy it?
I was laughing. We were like, get your dildo out. I'm like, I bought, okay, it was so stupid. When I turned 18, I just bought one thinking, like, this is what you have to do when you turn 18. You can buy a dildo. I forgot about it, and then she found it under my bed.
Oh, my God.
Wow. And you needed it after you threw it away. You like, why did I throw this away?
Right. Those not